See, the thing is, I don't think about death that much. I don't think about what I would want. You know, some people are like, I want to be cremated. They know it.
Yeah, I don't. I honestly, I had to put modification on there because I was playing Assassin's Creed. But
I don't think about it.
I also don't think about death. I know there's a question on here. How do you think you're gonna die? We don't have to do that one now. But just in general, like death, I have no fear of death, like at all.
I just know it's just coming. It'll happen at some point.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like
I mean,
that doesn't mean I'm a daredevil. I don't look for death. I don't look for like exciting scenarios where I might die.
Doesn't mean if somebody put a gun to your head, you're like, yeah, just do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't play Russian roulette.
You know what I'm saying?
But the idea of death is fascinating. To me,
it's the unknown.
To me, I think death is the most interesting and complicated part of life. Because it's the one thing you're never going to get the answer to, but everyone would eventually find out.
Or not.
Or not, right?
I mean, because what if it's just nothing?
It's the great question that can't be answered. What happens when you die?
A lot of theories.
Yeah, no one knows. But no one knows. The only people who know are the ones who died. And they can't tell us. So, I think reincarnation's cool.
I think that's really cool. I mean, it's definitely a tightrope.
Yeah,
better live the right way.
I like.
Come back as a rat.
I like the idea of the afterlife. I like the idea of a heaven. But if anything, I'm curious.
Well, the idea of heaven, I think it's interesting.
What age are you in heaven?
Well, this is all the mystical things that we've built into the narrative. But what is heaven?
What is heaven?
What I'm saying is, if you're in heaven, is there a heaven for the people in heaven? Like, is it like another level? Does it stop right there?
Is
nobody's ever thought about that?
Like if I go to heaven and someone else I know and grew up with is in that heaven, is it also their heaven, or are they just stuck in my heaven?
And they're an asshole?
Yeah.
You know, like what happens?
Oh my god!
If
I see my childhood bullies in heaven, I'm gonna kill myself.
Because like realistically, if everyone, this is real deep, kind of like what are you smoking stuff? But like, heaven would be extremely annoying if everybody was perfect.
Yeah.
And like there was no contrast. So, know what? I've never thought about this before. But like, is there good and bad in heaven? And if there is bad, does that mean there's another level? Can you go back down to earth?
Can you go to purgatory?
Is that really what reincarnation is?
So yeah, do you like okay?
He's like, yo, we're getting rid of you, man. You gotta go live another 100 years. Get back down there.
Yo, what if low key like his hell's better? Like you're more free in hell, right? Because like heaven, like okay,
you still gotta be good.
Here's the thing.
You still gotta like live a certain life according to the book.
That's what I mean. Like
the books.
If you
the same
go
story.
to heaven, if you go to heaven, do you have to follow? Like if there's guidelines.
Godlines.
If there's godlines,
not guidelines.
I like godlines. That's part of the episode title. If there's godlines to get into heaven, and you get to heaven, do you still have to follow those godlines?
Do you just stop being good?
Like this seems just like, honestly, dude, heaven sounds like the most woke, shittiest, unfun place in the history of ever.
Well, Biggie, do you know this Suicidal Thoughts by Biggie?
Yeah.
He made a good point. He says, like, when I die, I want to go to hell because I'm a piece of shit. It ain't hard to can tell. Makes no sense going to heaven with the goody-goodies dressed in white. I like black Timbs and black hoodies. God probably had me on some real strict shit. No sleeping all day. No getting my licked. And it's like, that's kind of I never realized that. That's kind of the point he's making. You got to continue to be on the level.
Yeah.
Got to continue to be on the level.
Yeah. Are there hierarchies in heaven? Like, oh, you didn't get invited to dinner with God and Jesus? Ugh. You're stuck with Bartholomew?
We didn't see Jim at the dinner party.
Yeah. Go over and sit with Balthazar. He doesn't bathe. Like,
that's great. That's mind-blowing. Because it completely like destroys the fabric.
Yeah, dude, and
well,
hell,
not really. It doesn't destroy it completely.
If you go to hell, it's just like Twitter. It's just nonsense and chaos and boobs everywhere.
Yeah, but
And according to Biggie, blowjobs.
Everyone, yeah, according to Biggie, because that's where you'd rather be. I mean, but in a world where you can do whatever you want without any consequences. This is we're using the idea of hell as not a burning fiery pit where it's just suffering and anguish. We're more saying a world where there's no rules.
I think we're kind of trying to sell hell to people. I think we're trying to sell that hell is pretty cool.
It's like, yo, all right,
yo, fuck these. I'm
like heaven. You got to keep on being good, man.
Yeah. So fuck these god lines. I'm just gonna be mean. Wherever I end up ends up.
Well, because like I'm getting real deep into this. If you're good all the time in heaven, then you essentially don't have free will.
Exactly, because you gotta follow the god lines.
You gotta be like, you
gotta follow the community god lines.
There's no contrast.
The community god lines.
Community god lines.
The community god lines.
Is it like a gated community?
Nailed it. Yeah, dude. Heaven has a gate. Please.
There's a gate.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got a gate and a secretary.
Yeah.
With a flat ass.